Looks like we are started. Let's double check on YouTube. And provided everything looks good, which it does. Yes, we are good right now. All right. So, welcome to the afternoon stream of Space Engineers. I am Blind Gaming Guy. This is Pertam. Round and round we go. And if I click the right button on here, that'll go away. Now, last time I told you that I would be logging back on and getting back on and doing a few things, specifically mining out the ice that we were at. And so this is the greenhouse that we finished up last time. Fully planted again for, I think, the 4th time now. Because mining took longer than I thought it would. Also, I told you that I would be constructing out a living area for me. So, here is my compact living space. We have a couch with a TV. We have some nice little beds, some lockers on the way into and out of the greenhouse. I moved the med bay back here. Kitchen, bar, place to eat while staring outside at that Pertam flowing by the windows. That whole area is pressurized and airtight to make sure that the storms does not affect our greenhouse. We have... What in the heck is going on? Ooh, that's not supposed to happen. Seriously, what is causing that? Other than having my camera do something weird and looking at the... I'm going to figure out what setting is causing that. I put some mud flaps or fender wells of solar panels in the back, and we had to expand the solar panels up front because we were having power issues. And as you can see, we had a lot of mining. We mined and mined and mined and mined, which led us to having space issues. So now we have a bunch of space for storage. Which means we are more or less ready to drive. One other thing has been done that was not discussed. The pirate base that was over there. While mining for several hours, I got bored and decided to take it out in the most boring way possible and mined underneath it and killed it. So there's some loot over there waiting for our vehicle to get there. We have a few oases marked in that general direction as well. We have an ore processing facility, which is 6 kilometers in front of us, and our direction that we need to head to continue circumnavigating is about there. So, as you can see, we have a fair amount of exploring to do. I think what we're going to do is... let's see what it looks like if we go up here. See which way the driving is going to be the most likely not to crush our pretty new rover. Alright, we can go out that direction and around, it looks like. And if we go forward, it also looks like we have a fair amount of safe driving. It's a little rough in places, but not horrible in any direction, really, so we'll be alright. Let's check how much ice we still have. And then we have one more thing to do before we drive off. Ice. 17,000. 10,000. It's 82. 85. There's 3,000 thousand. 300,000 3,000 thousands. So that's over 3 million ice. Okay, so we have plenty of ice. We have ice to last for quite a while. So we have ice everywhere. We have ice. We have ice. Okay. Ice is not an issue. That's a good thing to know. But all this ice means we are going to be very heavy. So we need to set up our subgrid wheel control script. But that is fortunately a very simple thing to do. We just have to get a programmable block. And different game, I play with a different color. Alright. Automation programmable blocks look like that. That looks a lot neater. Let's see, where can we put this where it won't look out of place? Has to go on the front. I think we'll put it right there. I think we'll stick it right here. To install this, we just walk up to it, hit a button. And then we open the code editor, browse scripts, subgrid thrust manager. I do not have that one, so let's open Workshop and get the correct one. I need it'd be easier just to do it the other way. Fine, let's do it this way. Subgrid wheel control script. There we go. Now, reload subgrid wheel control script. All we have to do is copy it to editor. Hit OK. My favorite part of the whole thing is that it says there is no need to touch anything in this script. So, All that script does is when I hit whatever I tell the front wheels to do, those back two axles will do as well. Basically giving me 2 extra axles worth of power to drive up hills. Oh, I just remembered something. Anyone betting on my video should know this one. I forgot. I forgot to put gyros on. And we put the gyros on. We put it with that control panel forward. Now we have a gyro at least. The remarkable thing is we've made it... Where's our start position at? Seriously, where's start? There it is. We've driven 27 kilometers with no gyro. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I guess technically we didn't drive all of that 27. We only drove like 15 of it, but, you know. So, let's go this way. Let's go get our loot. Why are we going backwards? Why are we going backwards? Seriously. I know we're heavy, but come on now. Let's try softening up our suspensions all just a little bit. Some of those front suspensions were really strong. As you can see, that is smashing down hard now. See if that lets us move. With that couple of wheels in the air. Oh look, jackknifed already. But softening our suspension got more wheels on contact with the ground, and thus we are driving. I think we're going to get around the corner now. I think. And yes! Yes, we have successfully turned. Question is, can we fit down that little canyon right there? I really should stow that solar cell. But at this point I'm heavy enough that I'm not worried about it tossing me around like I was before. all that ice has made me heavy enough that even as big and ugly as that cell is, it can't just toss this rover around. Now what? Oh, I see. We're not touching the ground. That's how we're getting through. I had a feeling that canyon was going to be tight for this vehicle. I was right. It just wasn't so tight as it was unmanageable. We do have some silver right here. Do I have any reason to do silver? Well, I have a couple of reasons actually. Never mind, we're going to do silver. I should come up with 2 good reasons to go ahead and grind out enough silver to get. One is better tools. With the Apex survival update, the way tools work was dramatically changed. For example, you cannot go from a tier 0, which is iron, silicon, nickel only, seriously, I can't stop. Handbrake is on, full brake with the space bar, full reverse. Program. So we bring it down here, turn that on off, turn it off, turn it back on. If I hit the brake right here, will something happen? Seriously, I'm in full reverse and not slowing down. Alright, anyway, so we were saying about the tools. So level 1 tools, or base tools, require base gear. 1 chevron tools require cobalt and a base tier tool. 2 chevron tools require silver and a tier 2 or cobalt tier tool. And I seem to have lost my silver when I through that. It was right through here somewhere. We didn't go very far, because we came through that canyon right there. We turned up onto this hilltop, and then we couldn't stop. I wonder, is our ore finder at max? No. It doesn't matter if it is or not, because there's no... That's why. Something else we forgot. The ANT. Compact antenna that we decided didn't fit where we wanted it, so we tried putting it. We didn't. We took it off, and then we forgot to put it on at all. So we will put it right here. There we go. Now maybe we can see our silver. RE, ore detector, max range, broadcast using antenna. There's the cobalt. Iron, cobalt. Cobalt, iron. We saw silver. I know we did. We all saw silver. Where'd it go? Seriously. Iron, cobalt. That's where the whole conversation about different kinds of tools started. There. Silver. Hi-ho, silver! Away! No, it needs Tonto. And that is a really old reference. Don't know what that reference is about? Well, not even I'm old enough to have seen the show. I know of the show, but I've never seen it. By the way, it's the Lone Ranger. Silver's deep. Way deeper than I thought it was. It's alright. 3 or 4 loads of silver. Let me check how much cobalt we have while we're doing it. Get me some 2 chevron tools. That will be nice to have. Hello, Scott. How are you today? I forgot to put this at the beginning, so forgive me, Scott. It's not aimed at you. I am still a long way from getting monetized, but one of the things that I found is that I could do that, so hopefully it doesn't violate any terms of service with YouTube. I don't think it does. But so how is your afternoon going? Everything moving along for you? Do him? Okay. I think you mean do in. Okay. Okay, there's where I need to go. Just fly out of here, I guess. Good grief. I tried making a walkable, but it got deep quick. Of course, I don't have any steel plate to do that with. It's just pretty much a straight line behind the vehicle. Which cobalt do we have? A little bit there, a little bit there. I'm not seeing a lot of cobalt, am I? We need to mine some cobalt too.
Fuel critical.
Oh, great. Well, while I go get some fuel. Well, I have fuel still. Why does it take you? Let's go and make sure we don't run out. About this hole really does not want to stay where it's nice and visible, does it? It's going to cover itself up. Now if we can just fill up with some silver 2 or 3 times, and probably the same amount of cobalt. So cobalt is used for a lot more things, which is probably why I don't have a whole lot of cobalt.
Energy low.
Probably turned it all into grids. Probably turned all my cobalt into grids. Whereas I've had no reason to try to turn silver into anything because I haven't had any before now.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
It's 3K of silver. Silver is not exactly a widely used resource.
Energy critical.
Hopefully I don't run out of energy and die trying to get back to the vehicle. Come on.
Inventory full.
Looks like I'll make it back in time. That's the other thing about doing the silver is I should be able to build enough medical components to build a proper med room instead of just a first aid kit. One more trip of silver. And then we'll go get some cobalt. And then we'll drive. Actually, we may drive and then we'll get cobalt. Although we have cobalt right here, so it's probably better just to get it while we're here and not look for it later. Dig it up, silver. We're all we're worth, aren't we?
Inventory full.
Early a doom voxel. Aha!
Inventory full.
I got rid of it. Alright, and cobalt. And we keep digging and digging. we did learn that we're going to need to build a way to fight. And it's got to be something that can reach out and touch the opponents too, so we will be working on a flying vehicle next time we see a enemy signal. Yeah, that's gotta be our next target, is figuring out how we're going to deal with enemy encounters and
Inventory full. Inventory full.
the like. Down the hole we go. Dum, dum, dum. I hope everybody's Friday gets to go better than mine does. I have a doctor's appointment that is just horrid tomorrow. I mean, I have to, it's one that for medical I have to do because I don't function without it, but it's also one that if I could do without it, I would in a heartbeat, because nobody wants to receive that many shots to their face. Go. Yes, shots to the face. Tomorrow afternoon I get to go and get between 20 and 30 injections in my face to help deal with pain. Not a fun afternoon. Maybe it'll make this weekend even less fun. Because what's worse than getting 20 to 30 shots in your face?
Inventory full.
Having to deal with all that pain as those shots disperse into your skin and face. Actually, that's showing there is an antenna. Oh, I know what the antenna is showing there is. Never mind. This will be what, 3 trips of cobalt? There's this 4 trips of cobalt. I can't remember. So yeah, pain management is not a great thing to have to deal with.
Inventory full.
where's that put us between the cobalt and the silver? $10Ks of each. Let's see if we type in WELD. Also, auto production is not, or production quota is not working the way it used to since this update. I'll find my assemblers. There are 2. Just reset it. Turn it off. Now, let's turn all that off. Back into inventory. Get a look at my assemblers. Okay, they're both empty now. Production. Switch to the first one. Tools. Alright. I would like one of those and one of those made. And once you know it, the weather's gone to crap. So let's go hike from the weather. If we put a med room in here, we will definitely have to move things to make it fit too. Because the med room is 3x space, and I don't have 3x space over here to put a med room. It'd have to go in this corner. So that would end up coming over here. All those windows would end up going away. And check that. Why did that do that? Check that out. Ready to go. What this is doing is, I don't know why that did that. What this is doing is just getting our stuff out of the ground before it goes bad. Or I run out of ice or something and don't pay attention. It would be really neat if all these kitchens, if there's an interactable point on them, which there, oh, there is one right there. If there was an interactable point like this, where you could just walk up to it, and like you do on the med bays, to refill your energy and health, if you clicked on it and you had food, you'd have to have a conveyor kitchen But if you had a kitchen that was conveyored, you could just walk up to it, click on this, and if there's food in your inventory, it'd just feed you. It'd be a little bit more, it'd be immersive. I don't know. I have no idea how it could be done. I'm not a modder. I don't even know if it could be done. But it'd be neat if it could be done. And I was doing something. Oh yeah, I was working on. That's what I was doing. Production. Survival kit. Back to the assembler. Tools. So 2 chevron tools for me. Let's build another set of 1 chevron tools. And I can build a set of 2 chevron tools.
Meteor storm inbound.
What? Okay. A 3 chevron welder would be nice. But I could do without the rest. Alright, so. At least those were all at a distance this time. 3 chevron welder. Check. 2 chevron drill. So if I only need 1. 2 chevron grinder. Again, we only need the 1. That'll make building so much better next time we do it. Oh yeah. Much, much better. I don't know if it's nighttime or daytime or in between time. Oh, the weather on this planet is so horrible. Hope it's nighttime. It will go well. Been dealing with this particular set of shots every 3 months for 7 years, something like that now. But thank you for the well wishes. Flying across the desert here. Way faster than I think is probably safe. 30 kilometers or 30 meters a second. I mean, that's fast. say that I speed up. Just in case going over this little ridge line is too much for the wheels again. This angle, it doesn't really matter which side of that hill look I went. But as it is, I slowed down to the point I almost didn't make it up the hill. Actually losing progress at the moment. We're getting closer to our start point without having gone even close to all the way around. But I wanted my signal, so. Alright, where's that put us? Where's the signals? Yeah, oh, it's a Beal pack. And yes, that's good, but I thought it was mushrooms for a minute there. I thought it was mushrooms for a minute. Come on. Now we know what was easy to stop. Half the wheels ended up not on the ground. Alright, the wheels have got to soften up again still. This is probably why I've never built a vehicle of this size before. Seems like it would just be able to drive over anything, and it just doesn't go over, well, anything. There, we got out of that little canyon hole thing. All of these oases seem a bit too close, to be 100% honest. I don't think we're going to need them today. So we may just aim west and oh, we're going to run into it. Oh, let's not run into it. Oh my gosh, we got air in a vehicle this big. to be high-centered. Quite literally, in this case. Close enough we can loot this fairly quickly. Alright. There's a lot of loot here. I didn't remember there being this much. Oh, well, it's not as much as it looks. That was completely empty. That one's empty. That one's empty. That one's not. Got some med components in there too. Some superconductor components. Do I need those? Or those are actually thruster components, aren't they? Thruster components. Bunch of magnesium, which is helpful considering talking about gearing up vehicles for fighting. More than you can carry. That's always a good thing when you're getting a tiny bit of uranium. Who knows, at this rate I'll have enough components to build a reactor. Though I don't see enough uranium yet to make it worth my time, but, you know. If I could pull it off, it would eliminate my power concerns.
Inventory full.
Some rockets. Why is this not emptying? Hey, anti-radiation medkits. Told you those existed. Some more guns. Looks like some more medical components. Battery, so we've got it all. Alright, so that is everything that was in that base.
Inventory full.
I don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's turn west and see what happens. If any more buildings pop up. That's the other thing. Moving around is what causes there's my understanding that the more you move, the more likely you are to see the random encounters. They spawn based on how much ground you cover, kind of thing. So if you're always sitting in one spot, you won't see any new random encounters, and you'll get unknown signals, which are actually there specifically to make you move. If we encountered the huge canyon, I don't know how we're going to cross that. I mean, you can always go the obvious, build a bridge routine, but I don't know, man. So at the moment, we're just going to plan on staying here. South side of this mountain range. Can't tell if that's a canyon or if it's just a mountain range. anything else we've seen on Pertam. So we have moved almost 11 kilometers today. And from our start point, we are almost 35. Let's try going right there. Heading pretty much straight across to the horizon right there. And I thought, and then it looked nice and flat. That's a bit of an angle, quite a bit of one. All right, I guess we're gonna be adding some power to the wheels because you pretty well stop. You stop it. Let's get all the power. All the power. How's our batteries looking back there? Less than I'd like. So let's go K, E, N, G. Oh no! Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh! Come on, come on, stop. Stop, stop. Up. Turn my hydrogen engine on. It just flat burns through hydrogen though. Moving? I didn't think so. We can try turning up. Try turning up friction, but that's about it. For that, we'll have to try backing down this thing and trying again. Ugh, that's not great. So hopefully jacking up the friction, drop down the strength. Not to 4, not to 4. As you can see, that's not a real option on these back ones, so let's find just those. That one. Oh, no. That one. Yep. Yep. These 3, let's raise their strength up just a bit more. Okay. I don't understand why we are not getting any traction now. raised our friction. Somehow we're getting less power. We can get up this hill. Crank the friction the rest of the way. Let's go. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and dead. Stop. Still hitting forward and we're just going backwards. Okay. Okay, well, I guess let's try figuring out west in a different direction. West up that direction. And west by south. Or south to go west this time. Over that hill. And actually our steering is fighting ourselves again. correctly. What's what I'm looking for? It'll be out here. Strength. Let's create the strength way up on this one for the moment. Will that let me create a wheel? Yes. Missed. Tried to fall on it and missed. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Oh, so many wheels. So many wheels. All the wheels get a friction of about 60. They all get a speed limit in there. They all get a nice little height offset. Let's give them all strength in there. Power back down. And then just on the backmost ones, we're going to increase their strength. To about there. I need to check the steering on that middle axle again. Okay, it's working correctly now. It was working against itself a minute ago. That axle's driving me absolutely crazy. Detour. Let's get back going west. This ridge line since we couldn't cross the last one. Oh no, stop. Can we go over that ridge line? That is an oasis right there in front of me. Turn all these off. In fact, we'll go take a different got there. Yay! Let's add a GPS here. Actually, we don't need to do it that way. We can do it this way. Slash GPS. Unmined Oasis. That way if I need to. It's a bigger oasis than the previous one, too. Alright. Forward we go. Swing into the right of that peak and going over. Maybe we can try going straight right there and going over their edge. Come on. Thing as last time. Going straight up the ridge, or straight up the side is just not a real option. Now what? Why are we jammed to the point we can't move? Seriously. Untangle yourself just a little bit. Got it. Woof. I should have stuck with my initial thought when I saw this. Let's go to the right. Thought, it doesn't look that bad. Let's go straight. I also do not have smooth voxels on. This is just what the voxels look like apparently on Pertam. That west takes me straight at that mountain range. Best way to get across this ridge, provided I got enough power to get over this little ridgelet. Come on. Oh, there's a little bit of a gully there in my middle, and my wheels don't even touch the ground anymore. Keep going. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I think I got 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 it. Oh. Now we turn to go the other direction. Get around here. Oh. Dragging our greenhouse. Further and further west. We are still missing mushrooms. Out of the just pure doomy areas, Pertam is not completely lifeless, just mostly lifeless. And mushrooms, just no sign of mushrooms. Nor have I seen the spiders, although from reading, there are supposed to be spiders somewhere on Pertam as part of Apex. They are rare, but they are supposed to be here. Spider spawns, especially, I highly doubt I'll see. And the reason is I'm not staying stationary. Since I'm literally trying to circumnavigate Pertam, the whole point is to drive. And who knows? Once we circumnavigate Pertam, maybe we will pick a harder to drive on planet. Or maybe we'll take our greenhouse to Triton and terraform the place. I don't know. I'm just spitballing at the moment. We are in just boring dunes now, aren't we? There is nothing here again. We were at the very, very beginning. Well, the good news is this thing leaves the ground, though. We are how much away now? 2.1 million kilograms. Is that right? 2.1. Yeah, 2.1 million kilograms. Duke's a hazard. Every time I hit there, every time I get air out of this thing. And yes, I know I made the wrong charge anyways, but whatever. Look at that, look at that. All 9 wheels off the ground. Man, we got all of them off the ground. 15 wheels off the ground there. Is around 60 kilometers, which means if I hit the equator exactly, I'd be going roughly 60 kilometers away from that start point at most. I'm almost to 50, so we have almost made it halfway around. Dunes makes me start wanting to look for death worms and oh, I can't think of the name of the worms from Tremors. I guess if you're a Dungeons and Dragons guy, purple worms. This is just nothing. hard to drive in. They're at least something there. Forgot to put the GPS in front of it. There. There we go. Now that we've crossed the second dune sea, we've already got oars again. And no signal coming in again. It's crazy. We went through the Dune Sea, just jumping and bouncing over everything. Don't change wheel settings, don't change anything. Just get to these little bit of slightly rougher terrain and crawl. Come on, you can get over that little bit of ridge. Come on, you know you can. Wheels in the air more than on the ground for, and all of a sudden, beep, crawling again. Alright, I guess we'll go further south. Okay, that succeeded. west is over that ridge, straight over that ridge line. About driving towards sunset. You get some long days if you can just keep going. West is directly at that hill. And that is not happening. Place to get. Oh. We have our first unknown anything in a while. Unfortunately, it's 5 kilometers. Actually, probably close in the right direction even. Just a matter of getting where I can turn to go that direction. I caught the side of that ridgeline, pulled the entire middle of my middle set of wheels off the ground. Now I have no speed. You can do it. You can do it. That's right, you can do it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Seriously. I guess. Give it the rest of the power. Stop. Go backwards. Go forward. Clear the hill this time. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fighting, and now we're getting bad weather. So we're only fighting the terrain. Out how to get over that little area. The irony of that is we crossed so much worse today. It just costs me so. Each time I get stopped, it just it just has such a high cost of my momentum that I just cannot get going again. That was going to work. This line's a little bit better. I still don't think it's close enough to get over the hill right here. It would help if my my trailer could get more push. I don't know what I can do to make that happen though. Let's just get to the point where I can't see well enough to even know which direction I'm going. stop thing I said once upon a time. Yeah, I really should listen to myself. But I almost made it over the hill that time. It's daytime, so it won't let me sleep. It was worth checking. I have gone a long time since I ate, though. Holy cow. Sit here and wait for this weather to clear up. Eat some food. Let's hope for morning while I'll go use the restroom while take a bio break while I wait for the weather to clear. Weather looks better now that I'm back. No, it's not. It's better than it was, I hope. It's definitely better than it was. That abandoned farmstead. Don't know how I'm getting there, but I'm going there. Aha! Actually, I think I finally found a way up around that. That was just absolutely hampering me so hard. That's a little steep. That's a little steep. That's a lot steep. We're stable enough though. What? Not stable anymore. Not stable anymore. We just lost our front axle. Front axle overboard. Well, front axle overboard. I guess we'll build some new tires. We need a piston on this one. Let's not fool around. We know we're going to need a piston on this side. We might be able to do what we did last time. Don't have enough front end left to do that. And just raise it up. Control G. Flip you over. That was good. Control G. You over. Oh, that one actually placed wheel and all.
Inventory full.
Obviously, it won't place a wheel. Place it right there. on-axis power. Up in the ridiculous power. Do the same with that one. Just watch it shove it right through the ground. Maybe. Now our wheel add. No. What just happened? Why did I die? A lot of times when you say why did I die, like that one, it's like, why did I die? That one, I forgot I spawned with no dampers on. The one where I got launched over here? No clue. Don't want to lose my good tools. Alright, so, take the piston off at a different spot this time. How's that sound? Like that. Alright, fine. Come out a ways before trying to lift it up. Now, reverse. Lift the thing up. That's impact to it. Tell it to put a wheel on. Tell it to put a wheel on. Tell it to put a wheel on. Why can't you attach the wheel? There. Don't know why it wouldn't put the wheel on. I don't know what caused that to be weird, but I have my wheel now. Oh, I must have had the axle on upside down. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the only thing I figures that I had the axle on upside down. Alright. Oh, good grief. We die 3 times, 2 of them due to just the silliest things you could think of. Alright, wheel strength down to about 8, right? 8%, is that about right? Strength is 7, okay, yeah. I was close enough. Okay, wheel strength up to 8. Height offset as low as she'll go. There. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and lower both of these down a little bit, seeing how that one raised up so much. strength. Drop them down to 6. Probably softer than they need to be, which is probably why they smashed the ground, but too much strength is worse than too little strength most of the time. Because too much strength holds tires off the ground. And you need the tires on the ground to be able to drive. And now we're driving again. I'm just going to leave the axle there, or leave the wheel there. I think I'll be okay just going straight here, straight like this. Okay, I gotta cross that. So it did drop me into this bowl. Oh, this is not a good spot to try to get out. If we don't have the power to get up, we are so screwed. Oh, baby, get up that hill. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Jackknifing too bad. When you drop it down in hills, but here's a bad idea. I did it anyway. Alright. I honestly don't know if I can even get up out of this bowl. Spot right there. If I can do that, I might be able to skate around and get up. I succeeded. Okay. One kilometer. We had more excitement in the last 4 than we did in like 20. Wow. Space engineering's chaos at its best. Where'd the wheels go? Over there and over there. Well, I've changed out the entire front axle today. Due west. Hopefully it stops. Seriously, I put the parking brake on. Alright, there it stopped. So, we have something to look at. This is definitely news since the update because there's a really? There. A little bit of ice. There was definitely a point in this game when that little bit of ice would have been all my hopes and dreams. I'm not there anymore, but 200 ice was a big deal once upon a time. Banana beef. I don't know what banana beef is. Never had banana beef in real life. The crop did not survive. The crop did not survive. Because they lost water. This actually maybe... Is this the one we found early on? Maybe. Nothing in that. Because I felt like we were getting cheated. Yeah. Maybe that was this game. Maybe that was this playthrough we had in this building. This set of buildings, I should say. Let the ship crash. The people are okay, and they're the ones that matter. Well, it's not a great attitude. I mean, yes, it's a good attitude, but let the ship crash. You don't want the ship to crash. You know, when you have gold in your bookshelf. Flare gun. Alright, is there anything else on this grid? Nothing else on that grid. Well, other than scrapping it for parts, I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot here. Worthy of our time. I know where we see this is where we built the first time we saw one of these is where we built our large grid. Because we built it starting right next to the battery right there. Well, not the most exciting of outcomes. But GPS abandoned farmstead. It is almost 3 o'clock. So let's see what we can find between now and 3:30. Things to do what I told them to. There we go. So we might be sitting right on the edge of that giant canyon and not able to see it because it's foggy. Say that it's getting to be quite late in the day, considering my solar panel is aimed straight ahead and we are heading due west. It's kind of funny.
Meteor storm inbound.
Now, meteor storms actually worry me. Not because of the old stuff, but because I actually had one of the meteor storms wipe out my part of my solar sail while I was mining all that ice. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I gotta get straightened out enough or move it enough that I can do something. Ow. Lost our little How badly did you get hurt? Not bad, actually, under the circumstances. Considering your crane is over here. And you are still attached to your crane and launched that far away. Big chunk of the front of the vehicle. Chunk of the solar sails gone. I actually thought that was the back of the vehicle at one point. That went flying off, but it's the front. I lost a cargo container too. Well, I guess I took that hill too quick. Again, the good news is, as think damages go, I've been pretty lucky. Definitely could have been way worse.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Alright, so there's the good news. You got the river put back on. And by doing that, give us enough power to straighten back out. Okay, and now we're facing the correct direction. Alright, let's go to bed. Okay. Now, let's put a couple new solar panels back on. Yeah, a couple of solar panels back on. I really don't know what caused that either. It's a weird way for a vehicle to explode. Because the two spots that exploded were not next to each other. So it's not like top corner of that hit the front corner of this. I'm not sure. I don't know what would have caused that. There's quite a bit of damage to this whole side over here, though. Is there any of this side over here? Yeah. Oh, there's damage everywhere. Holy cow. Seriously, there's damage everywhere. Oh, man. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to turn off one of the assemblers. Don't really see a need for it right now, and all it's doing is sucking up power. Okay, ASSE. Let's turn off number 2. I did turn that off. Okay. Big chunk of suspension. Okay, here we go. Working on. Man, it got blasted into this hole where, I mean. It really was a good system to get it up and down, though.
Inventory full.
It's not its fault that. It's alright. Oh, and we landed next to ice, too. Look right here. GPS. Rover. Go. Boom. That ice patch right there is a nice lucky break. And I really, as much as I like our little rover, I just don't see us using it as a rover anymore. So, I think after we get it out of this hole and back over to the big rover, it may be time for its farewell. I know. It's the starter rover. I've taken the starter rover this far. But I think it's time to make something that flies. It really is smooth. I mean, absolutely as smooth as can be. Aren't my back wheels doing anything? Seriously. Are they busted? No, they're not busted. They're just not doing anything. All suspensions. Propulsion. They almost act like they're underground. Do they think they're underground? Oh no, they were parking braked. Apparently I turned my parking brake off. This thing is acting weird. Trying to get it out of this hole. It doesn't even know which direction I'm telling it to go. Ah! And like that, we retrieved it. And just like that, we also bid thee farewell. Because we are going to build something that can fly. And then since we're going to build something that can fly, that's the real two things that can fly. We won't get anything done today, but that's what we're going to do. Is we are going to build a flyer or a pair of flyers. Yes, that's our plan. A pair of flyers. That last one's not going to be that. Maybe it should be that, actually. No, I want it to be the other thing. Anyway. Yeah, I do want it to be the other thing. Connector. I like the inset connector. I really like these inset connectors. I love their shape. I love the utility of having the two different directions of connection. Really like them. We're going to do the exact same thing in the exact same spot on the side. One is going to be a combat drone, a combat vehicle, not drone, but a combat vehicle, and the other is kind of going to be, actually that would work actually, a combat drone, and then kind of a multi-purpose flyer. build a drone to handle combat. I think I can remember how to build a drone. Tricky to set a drone up to do the self-landing, though. It doesn't have to self-land. Put a combat vehicle with 2 combat drones on it. And then when you get to combat, you pop the 2 drones off. They go off and cause trouble. I like that a lot. We're gonna do that. The combat one. Okay. But for the miner grinder type one. That abandoned farmstead just does not excite me. We made 10 kilometers since the crossing. And at 10 kilometers, we have had more go wrong. I mean, seriously, we've had more go wrong since there. We had from there all the way. Look at that. That's 20 kilometers between the unmined oasis and the second Dune Sea crossing. And in that 10, we had all kinds of calamity. That's crazy. And we are 52 kilometers from our start point, so we are literally on the opposite side of the world right now. We have made it halfway around. I've never tried that, but that would be an interesting thing to do too. Alright, we're going to try 2 things I have never tried on our 2 vehicles we're going to build. We're going to build a miner grinder that literally carries both all the gear on it all the time and can just switch out on the fly. And the other is going to be a drone swarm fighter. We will do both online. Which one will be easier to do? We only have 15 minutes, so probably won't get either done today, but gives us something to start on. So let's do that. We will need to start with a connector. And like I said, I really like the insect connectors. I like how smooth they are. Look how easy they look too. They just really are. Right. Alright. So let's go ahead and connect this up. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And switch lock. I'm going to do the miner on this side, just because we're replacing that, so... we are going to need cargo, and the modular cargo containers really are probably the best tool for this thing, in that they really have a nice shape. Yeah. I'm not going to lose much capacity doing it this way either. Yeah. Yep. Also, of the small grid, they have the pretty much the best conveyorage. Because the small grid large cargo have three large connectors in the shape of a T and three small connectors in the shape of a T. Where these only have the two small connectors opposite each other. Which, if you're building a miner or a grinder, it's not a big deal. But if you need it for cargo storage, we can connect directly large conveyor directly to large conveyor all the way through this way, and it's just more. It's just a nicer conveyorage. Thrusters. You're gonna need atmo thrusters, not hydrogen, atmo. Atmo thrusters. And since we are staying nice and flat, let's actually use some flat mows. I don't want the D's on the squares. There we go. I think we're going to do 3 of these down the side here. On each side. Yes. That'll give it plenty of... That should give it a lot of lift. Great. Alright. Need a conveyor next. Yeah. And what I'm thinking, I can switch on the go. How are we gonna make that work? How are we going to make do I want to make that work? Obviously, you're going to be using the welders or the
Energy low.
thing you're most likely to use is is mining, not grinder. But I want to be able to switch to grinding if I decide to just grind something down. And I could just, you know, slap on or grind off the drills and weld on grinders. But that's the easy way. So I don't want to do it that way. I want to do something I haven't ever done. I want to build a way that they literally just kind of fold up over the top and back down. First, we need a cockpit. I really like this cockpit. I really like this cockpit for everything. Primarily because it's got, if you're in first person, you can see so well out of it. Did I just get... Can you not stand on top of the thrusters anymore? I know I can't walk underneath them, but... Seriously, I was above it. It's just bouncing everywhere. I see what's happening. I've got to get that cockpit built so I can turn off dampeners. It's just bouncing too much. Okay. I can live with that answer. I do have it done. There goes all my survival bonuses again. Gee, put a vent. Just gonna put a simple air vent on top here. See, it was just rattling so much it did that to me. Now, set this to depressurize. What that will do is fill the cabin up with oxygen. So I can be inside of it during a storm and not have to worry about lack of oxygen. Now, let's look at these new grinders. Seriously, why isn't it? Show me the new grinder.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, I get what it looks like. It's the stupid. There, it spawned in. Okay, it's got a large conveyor on the back. So So it has to be large conveyor. Well, that changes a couple things. Changes a couple things. COMV. First thing that changes is this has to be this direction. And if that's going to be that direction, this can go down a block. Like that. And then you get small conveyor. Connect like that, and now put the small vent and again set it to depressurize. There. Now there will always be oxygen inside of there, which is a good thing. Oh, that would be a neat way to do it. Can I do it that way? Let's see. G. H-I-N-G. Need the big hinge. For obvious reasons. Has to come out further. Full back. Need the conveyor frames. One there and one there. And yes, I realize what I'm doing is weird. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking it a lot. Alright. When you get these on, I can show you what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I can tell you right now, provided these two lower limit of 0 and upper limit of 90. Pull it back. No, it didn't line up right. But yes, that will actually go right where I want it to. That's awesome. And then you just fold this one back. Like that. Okay. And now attached to that, get the new grinders. Gotta line it up. Like that. And then we fold this on back like so. Now, when it's not a grinder, they just stay back, folded out of the way. Completely unused. But when I want to grind, I'll just fold them out and they'll be there ready to go. The example here being, put this one at 0. See? Then you slap the grinder on the front like this. Make sure they're facing the same direction, which is the slant on the bottom. And come on, the slant's on the top. Alright? Right. Okay. See, when it's ready to be used, they'll fold out like that. When they're not, they'll fold in like this. Which then brings us to the drills. Drills will have to fold. Sorry. Drills are going to have to fold off the top over to the front. Since it's ores, though, we can use the small conveyors to do it with. So something like maybe the hinge. Just be small. I've really got to get off of here. Okay, again, fold it forward. I'll weld it before it will fold. Come on. Like that. And then we'll make it lift up. So I can connect. Ah! Conveyor. I'm just trying to mock this together so I can show you what I'm thinking. Okay, and then that will let that lay down. Like that. And then off of its side. bring one, two, three, four. No. Another small hinge right here. That. Oh, there. And off of him, we'll go, dang it, 1, 2. Let's stick that one. Like that. And then GDRILL. Grab the new drills, because they're pretty. I do like the new drills. Wait, what? Okay, I'm right. Okay.
Energy low.
Like that. So that when we don't need these, they can just fold out of the way. And actually, we don't even need that hinge. Looking at it. Because that hinge would only just let fold down in the way. So actually, we'll take that hinge out. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because then we can just fold whichever tool we want out to use, and the one we don't want be laid back out of the way. Anyway, so that is what I'm thinking for the utility flyer, and we'll finish it and the drone ship next time we get together. Should be Tuesday. Until then, hope you join me for some more Space Engineers chaos. I'm the blind gaming guy.